Chapter 1. Vanessa. The elevator doors open and he's there. 3 months of nothing, and suddenly 6 inches of space between us. I've been running through medcore numbers in my head, coffee in one hand, laptop bag sliding off my shoulder, and then the doors part and my brain goes white noise static. He smells the same. Something I've never found in any department store, any boutique, any of the niche fragrance houses I've wandered through over the years pretending I wasn't looking. Warm skin and smoke and something underneath I've never been able to name. Something that bypasses my brain entirely and goes straight to the hollow ache beneath my ribs. My lungs forget how to work. Nathaniel Caldwell fills the elevator the way he fills every room. Silver threading through dark hair at his temples, presence that demands attention without asking for it. His suit is Savile Row, cut while he was breathing. His expression costs more than that. Perfect, practiced indifference. His jaw tightens. A muscle ticks near his temple, so fast I might have imagined it. He steps aside without a word. Not for me, for the space I occupy. The distinction matters. I step forward because standing still isn't an option. My shoulder brushes his arm as I pass. A split second of contact that shouldn't mean anything. Heat sears through my blazer, through my blouse, straight into my skin. I remember, suddenly, viscerally, the last time we touched. His hands on my face at the airport, kissing me goodbye, nibbling my ear and whispering what he would do to me the moment I came back. The way his voice cracked when he said, "I'll be here." The way I believed it. The way I believed my own promise. I meant it. I meant all of it, but I never went back. 3 weeks later, flowers instead of me at his father's funeral. I had an exam. I was 22. I thought there would be time. He inhales sharply behind me. I hear it. Neither of us acknowledges it. I walk past him like I'm not burning from the inside out, like I can't feel the heat of him against my back as the doors close between us. Like I'm not still holding my breath when I reach the conference room 30 seconds later. My hands are shaking when I set down my coffee. The ceramic rattles against the table. I remind myself, partnership, Tilly, focus, but my body remembers something my brain has spent 2 decades trying to forget. The weight of his arm across my shoulders, the rumble of his laugh against my ear, the way he used to look at me like I was the answer to a question he'd been asking his whole life. He doesn't look at me like that anymore. He doesn't look at me at all. The medcore numbers are clean, projections solid, integration timeline conservative, but even mid-presentation, 30 minutes later my voice keeps catching on words that shouldn't be difficult. My fingers find the gold locket at my throat and I force them back to the clicker. In the glass wall's reflection, I catch movement in the hallway. Nate Caldwell. Executive in residence, Sterling's pet billionaire, the man who's looked through me for 3 straight months. He's wearing $3 billion in a bespoke suit, 2 associates trailing him like pilot fish. Overhead lights catch his watch. Richard Mill, because of course it is. His gaze sweeps the corridor, passes right over the conference room window, right over me. He never looks, not once. I tell myself that's fine. Preferred, actually. The man he's become, preening, surrounded by sycophants, collecting admiration like it's oxygen, confirms I made the right choice leaving when I did. The boy I loved at 22 built things with his hands, worked 3 jobs to stay at Harvard, and talked about his father's sacrifice like it was sacred text. This man inherited nothing from that boy except the jawline and the ability to make me forget my own name. My phone buzzes against the conference table. The school's number flashes on the screen and my chest tightens. I can't answer. Not mid-sentence, not with Richard Hartley watching. I flip the phone face down and force myself to keep talking. Before the screen goes dark, I catch a second notification beneath the missed call. Helen Zhao. Guardianship hearing moved to the 15th. Call me when you can. My stomach drops. Helen's been my family attorney since the accident. Steady and unflappable through every legal nightmare. If she's texting instead of waiting for our scheduled call, something's changed. Which brings us to the synergy opportunities in the Northeast corridor, I continue, clicking to the next slide. The words taste like sawdust, but I push through. Partnership is finally within reach. 9 years of 70-hour weeks, of proving myself over and over, of watching men with half my expertise sail past me to corner offices. This deal closes my case. This deal is everything. Richard Hartley, the managing partner, clears his throat.
Vanessa, a word before you leave.
The room empties around us. I stay at the head of the table, laptop still open, because sitting down feels like surrender.
The Hartwell family called this morning.
Richard's expression is carefully neutral. He's 58, silver-haired, the kind of corporate lawyer who probably emerged from the womb in a pinstripe suit.
They want direct engagement with Sterling's leadership team on the healthcare portfolio acquisition.
I keep my face blank.
They also specifically requested you.
He continues.
Your healthcare expertise, your reputation with hospital systems. The Hartwells only work with people they trust.
He pauses and something shifts in his expression.
Nathaniel Caldwell will be leading the account.
The air leaves the room. My fingers find my grandmother's locket without permission, pressing the warm gold against my collarbone like it might steady something inside me. I'm being pulled off MedCorp?
Reassigned. The Hartwell deal is considerably larger and more strategically significant.
MedCorp was supposed to be my partnership case. I hate how my voice sounds. Too thin, too desperate. I've spent 9 years never sounding desperate.
This is bigger than MedCorp.
Richard's voice is patient in that way that means the decision is already made.
The Hartwells are the largest privately held healthcare system in the Northeast. Closing this deal would put Sterling on the map in ways we haven't been since the firm was founded. This could be your partnership case instead, a considerably stronger one.
I want to argue. I want to tell him that I've spent 8 months on MedCorp, that pulling me now would sabotage the integration timeline, that I don't need Nathaniel Caldwell's account to make partner, that working beside the man who won't even look at me might actually kill me. But refusing isn't an option. Not when the partnership is this close. Not when Tilly still wakes up crying for a mother who isn't coming home. When do I start?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., Caldwell's office.
3 months of being invisible to him just stopped being mutual. I'm packing up my laptop when I feel it. That prickle at the back of my neck, the one I haven't felt in 20 years. I look up. He's standing at the far end of the hallway, phone to his ear, not looking at me. Except he is. I catch it, the split second before his gaze slides away. The fraction of a moment where his eyes are on me with an intensity that feels like a physical weight against my chest. Then nothing. He turns, says something into the phone, and walks away. I stand there like an idiot, telling myself I imagined it. I didn't. 3 months of being invisible, and in that single instant, I know he's been watching the whole time. The not looking is a choice, which means the looking through me is a lie. I don't know what to do with that information, so I do what I always do. Shove it down, grab my bag, and go back to work. My phone buzzes again as I reach my office. School, urgent. I grab it before the second ring.
Miss Mills, this is Nurse Patterson at Bancroft Elementary. Tilly's been asking for you. She's not sick, just...
A pause.
She's crying. She keeps asking when her mommy is coming home.
My chest cracks open like someone ripped the airbag out of my chest mid-crash, and all I can think about is shielding Tilly with my bare hands. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I hang up and stare at the wall of my tiny office. The partnership folder sits on my desk. Months of billable hours, client testimonials, integration timelines, everything I've worked toward for 9 years. And my 6-year-old niece is crying in a nurse's office, asking for a mother who's sitting in a state correctional facility for possession with intent to distribute. I've been Tilly's guardian for 2 years. 2 years of daycare pickups, bedtime stories, and explaining to a 4-year-old why mommy had to go away. 2 years of walking out at 5:30 when I used to close the building. 2 years of watching the partnership track I've been on for a decade start to slip away. I grab my bag. My phone buzzes one more time. Voicemail notification. I glance at the screen, expecting another message from the school. It's not the school. Helen Zhao, Esquire, my guardianship lawyer. My fingers go numb as I press play.
Vanessa, it's Helen. Call me back as soon as you can.
A pause that tells me everything before she says it.
The parole board has scheduled an early review.
Danny, my cousin. The face I see every time Tilly smiles. She might want Tilly back. I stand frozen in my office doorway. Everything I've built, the bedtime routines, the school drop-offs, the way Tilly's small hand fits perfectly in mine, suddenly seems like something I could shatter just by breathing wrong. Tomorrow, I walk into Nathaniel Caldwell's office and pretend the past 20 years don't exist. Tonight, I hold my niece like I can keep the world out.